Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Inugami Second Awakening teams, and I will let you know which one I think is best. Before you get a headache because you're watching 4 different screens at the same time do different things, let me explain. This team is all the same team except for the Inugami that's there. I have 4 different Inugamis and they're all at different states. The Beladion is level 40, has runes, second awakened, and everything. That's all the way. It's already been done. The Crow is only level 35 and has been second awakened and has some okay runes on it. The Heroic is level 35 but not second awakened and does have runes on it. And the Ramahan is level 1 with 0 runes on it. So I'm adding that in there so that you can see that it's more about the support team than the monster itself. The Inugamis that you bring with it might help if they have good runes on them. It might make it slower or faster, but this is just a good variation test so you can kind of compare to see how it goes. Now this first team is all farmable, actually. All the support monsters. Fran you can get from the ancient shop. Lapis you start with, and Vertihale is something that you can fuse. So this is honestly one of my favorite teams, even though it's one of the beginning teams. Easy to farm. It's super reliable and safe. And personally, I'd rather go with reliable over a super speed team that isn't as reliable, that only gets 80% of the time, because it takes 2 hours to recharge just one shot. So if you miss one just because you're trying to go super fast, then it's not even worth it. Using a safe team only takes a little bit longer than using a speed team in the first place, so I personally prefer a safe team. The reason I don't have the water Inugami here is because I already have 4 Inugamis here that are at 4 different stages, one of them being no runes at all. So I just figure I don't really need to show the 5th Inugami. It wouldn't really fit on the screen very well. But anyways, that's the reason. My Ramahan does not have any runes on it. So just to give you some perspective on how important your companion monsters are. Next up, we're going to use some variants on that first safe team that I showed. You don't need to use Lapis. If you prefer to have other monsters that'll farm faster than that, go ahead. Here's some tries with Lucian, Hua, and Stella. Personally, I like Stella the most because Stella lowers the shield, brands, and lowers the attack bar, and silences. So the silence is kind of nice once you get to the final boss and Stella silences. But really, you can do more monsters than the ones that I'm showing here. Any monster that can survive a couple hits and then also hit the enemy hard enough to just clear him out fast enough before he die is gonna work. I think that Lucian is nice for clearing the waves because it goes a lot faster. As far as the boss goes, I prefer someone that can reduce their defense. So that's why I prefer Stella, or even Shaolin, or even Lapis over Lucian, is just for that reason. Just so you can really take out the boss. Because the boss really, to me, is what ends up killing me, if ever. But that's why I like going with these safe teams. One thing that you might be saying is, Fireman Jack, why are you going for the towers first? Why don't you just go straight for the boss? It's so much quicker. Well, I'll get to that later. Personally, I think it's just safer to go with the towers. Next, what we have is more of a speed team. We have some twins going on here. We have Sabrina and China along, still with Verd, because I think Verd is just great because he speeds everything up. If you have a faster China or Sabrina, maybe you go with Fran instead of Verd. Personally, this team worked okay for me. It goes faster in general, but there still were a couple times where it didn't make it. So that's why I just prefer to go with the safe speed team. I mean, Fran and Verd, just that combo alone, lots of heals, lots of turn cycling. It helps you, on the end boss when you get shield debuff and heal block. It just helps you turn cycle those off and cleanse and just stay alive. So, but these teams are okay to use, and if you have good enough runes, go ahead, try it. Also, if your Inugami that you bring with can help you and has decent runes, that is even better. Bella can keep healing, or one of the other ones can just nuke it down. Okay, so here I'm going for the boss first instead of the towers. It is faster to do that. It is not as safe to do that. So if you have really good runes, go ahead, go for it. I don't care, doesn't matter to me. Do it. But for me, I died a few times trying this, and so after I started out going with the boss first, but after a few times failing, I just didn't want to waste the energy anymore. It doesn't even matter. It only costs, it only takes like 30 more seconds or so to just go with the safe team. Go, just kill the towers first. It's fine. Thanks for watching this video, and if it helped, you can go ahead and help me by hitting the subscribe button. Leave a comment if there's any other videos or tutorials that you'd like to see. If I can help you out with anything, I will. Just let me know. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.